Hi, Sheila here from She's a Sassy Lady, and I'm at it again. I told you I'm going to scrapbook my children. Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking the pictures out that I have. I've got about 500 pictures that I am going to have printed. You know, my mom gave me some, and then I did find a couple old albums of mine that that are in the little plastic things, you know, where they got the plastic over it with the little lines in the back and you put the pictures on. Well, unfortunately, I can't get some of them off to put them in one of my type of scrapbooking now. And so I am going to have to scan and then print the photos again. And the good news is that Costco, if you do 500 pictures, their normal charge is 13 cents for a picture. But if you do 500 pictures, they charge you 10 cents. And where I was at right now, I'm at $46. Well, if I do 150 more pictures, I'm at $50. So I'm going to do the extra pictures. So I'm going to be scanning pictures that I don't like the way they look or whatever. And see if I can't make it look nicer. At any rate, I wanted to lift. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you do this, this is pain in the rear to do, but it has a nice look to it. Now, I have to tell you, I used the guy stack to come up with these papers, and aren't they awesome? Isn't it nice? I used the guy stack, and then I welded my letters together on the Explorer. Now, you can do that, of course, on Cricut Craft Room and run it off your Expression or your E2. So you can do that, or some of you have Silhouette, so you can do that too. But what I can't do is lift them up, so I have to do that by hand. And so, but it makes a huge difference in how the letters look on the page. They actually pop out at you. So it does take a lot more time, and I'm going to just do this one, and then I'm going to get off for a while, and then I'll swing back in and let you know as after I have all these letters on the paper. And oh, by the way, this is the same little, I did a birthday page yesterday. I don't know when it's going to post on my blog, but I did a birthday page yesterday. This is the same little boy all grown up, and boy, I tell you, he was so grown up. This is on his graduation. He's in the Army. He's now retired from the Army. Not retired, I should say. He took a medical discharge and has disability because of it. But we're so proud of him. He did good. He really did good for. He was in Bosnia. He was the lead man of the engineers, and of going to get the bombs out of the field in that. But this is, and I cried when I went to see him, and here's him sitting on the bed with real shorts, not underwear, and putting on his, or cleaning his boots, because later on, of course, we had to all go back and meet. But I typed up on my Explorer, I had such a hard time visiting you when we went to your graduation and walked around the base. You grew up, and we are so proud of you. And that's how we felt. We were just so proud, but I kept crying. I cried and cried and cried and cried. I mean, I left the little boy there, and he grew up, and when he came home after his boot camp was done, he had to do one other school because of the time that it was. But when he came home, it was like I didn't have a little boy anymore. I didn't have a young man anymore. I had a man. And that just, it just got to me. I have to say, it got to me. I thought college was fun for the girls because they could easily come home, etc., etc. But as you can see now, this one is lifted up, and these are all flat. And the Army kind of goes in there, and it'll change the look completely when I lift it up off the page. So I will be back soon, and until then, just hang in there. Hi, I'm back. I finally got those letters on, and boy, it wasn't easy, let me tell you. So what I did, just so that you know, I'm going to put another page next to it because I have many other pages, but it's going to be a complete picture page. I have got some of these little eagles with the star in between in the colors that match this, so that it'll bring it over. But right now, this is the main page. Okay, this is the main page, so I want to make sure that everything is just right with it. I'm going to start by cornering the bottom picture, and that is my son Jason, all his buddies and that he hung out with and that. So he'll enjoy that. I can't wait till the grandchildren get to see some of these pictures. You know, they know that their uncle was in the Army, and his sons know that he was in the Army, but I think seeing him and how young he looked, they'll be impressed with that. Now I'm blessed that this page has got these little dots in here, so I'm going to line up my photos with the dots so it stays on the same line, and that keeps it nice and straight. So got that. Would you believe I live in Alabama and it is snowing out? This is 1996. Bunker distribution. How about that? It's written on in the back. So, won't he be surprised when he sees some of these put together? I'm not going to let any of my children see these pages until after they are just about done. And then I'm going to line up with this here. And ooh, I set down a little bit. We're going to be a little bit crooked. We're going to be just a little bit crooked. I could put some little things in here and no one would notice. But I don't think they're going to notice it anyhow. And then I'm going to put Jason over here. It's real simple. The hard part was the heading. Once I got the heading done, it was real simple. But of course you got to get that done. And then I'm going to get out another one of sheets of these papers and just put the pictures behind it. And I did cut out a couple Army in what I was originally going to put on the page is Army on one side, Army on the other side, and then put these big birds in the center like that. And I don't know, we shall see, we shall see. When it gets down to how many pictures I have, we shall see. The one thing I have had is a shortage of pictures. Can you imagine? Have your whole life and then you go to Scrapbook and find all your pictures missing? It really upset me, to say the least, but we got over it. And God blessed me, and here my mother had a bunch of pictures. This one I had, so. Okay, and we need our little, I wonder if I should lift that up a little. I think I should. No, I'm going to leave it down. I'm going to leave it down. Hurt my wrist. Don't know what I did. Either that or I'm getting arthritis in my wrist. I never had carpal tunnel. Never had. So I can't imagine that all of a sudden I have carpal tunnel. I think it's the medication I take for my cancer. It causes joint aches. And that's exactly what's happening. My joint in my wrist and my thumb. But I really don't want to go to the doctor for it. It's not broken. I'm so tired of going to doctors. Now look at how easy that was. And did it turn out cute? And what I like is not only is it attractive, but it has something journaling on here so that Jason can look at it and he knows this is from his graduation. That's when we took the pictures. And he also knows that we're proud of him. And that's what scrapbooking is all about. The fact that we can journal and let people know how we feel, maybe what the temperatures were, you know, if it's a hot day or something like that. And that's important. That's important to get the emotions in. You have a blessed day, and thank you once again for joining me at She's a Sassy Lady. Bye now. Oh. Okay, I'm back, and what I did is I took out the pictures and I don't think I'm even going to crop it. I'm going to leave it as a full page, just so you can see. Let me just set these two side by side, and I'll just put Army in big letters right here, and put a set of these birds here across there, and then fill out the rest of it with pictures. Now I do have another set of pictures of the same boys that were right here, and I'm going to leave that out and put these in. This is all around the base, when they were going all around the base and that. And I had to laugh. My son started smoking then when he went in the Army, and every one of these guys have a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. Do you believe it? Oh well. I guess they needed something to do. Anyway, I'm going to get this put down, and as soon as I have them done, then you can look at both pages. Hang in there. Hi, I'm back, and in just 5 minutes I was able to put, no, I take that back. 5 minutes after I put the letters on, I had all the pictures on and the little birds on too. But this is how it'll be in the scrapbook. It'll have the two pages next to each other so that it'll open up to be a full spread of pictures. These are pictures that we took around his graduation. He was, can't remember the camp that he was at, or the base. It was in Missouri, and it was so hot. It was so hot. And anyway, this are pictures that we took around the base of the different equipment. That Jason was an engineer, and so he had to work on all the different equipment that was out there and know how every one of them ran and performed, etc., etc., which is right up his alley. He enjoyed it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my pages. I will put pictures of them online so you can see them too. Just go to She's a Sassy Lady.blogspot.com. Have a blessed day. Bye now.